What's good, guys? It's me, Gerald the Weep here. I'm back again with another video. Okay, this is the ReZero series. Okay, I'm not realizing what I've just been uploading my asta what was like. Okay, the King Crimson series and ReZero. I don't know what's been going on with me. I've been weird. And also uploaded my Titan Shifter one. So I need to I'm gonna upload my other ones. I know I'm been neglecting them. My bad. So I'll try to upload them after Monday or Tuesday. My other ones, and then give like these like a break a little bit. Not like a big break. Like maybe a. They won't be made the next week. You could say they'll. Like, it depends on my schoolwork. But I'm pretty sure since I'm gonna have like a week off after Wednesday, it's Thanksgiving weekend, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be able to make 2 videos a day. So it's all good. Now let's get straight into the what if. Now, Asta has figured out that his that Yuno and everyone in his village and everyone in the other world has died besides Noel, Gordon, the Wizard King, and Yami. But the Wizard Yami and the Wizard King are alive, but they don't know where Asta is or the rest of the Black Bulls. Everyone's dead. Okay, I'm explaining this super badly. Okay, so Asta doesn't know Yami and the Wizard King is still alive. Now, yeah, okay, just going to get straight into it. Now, the Wizard King is also has spawned respawned. Okay, the machine. Okay, so Nero's machine that she built with the first Wizard King. Um, okay, this is a big spoiler. So the Julius, the present Wizard King, you could say, kind of, used it to put his 13-year-old life force, you could say, into it. But he didn't. He wasn't able to put his whole thing into it because if he died, he can just resurrect himself with it. But now that it's broken, he can't do it anymore. But he's 13 now, so he can require all his power back soon. Now, as Julius walks out, he sees that there are a lot of dead bodies everywhere, and someone grabbed him. Yeah. Okay. So Julius grabs. I'm not realizing. Julius is grabbing Julius. That's kind of weird. Okay. So ReZero Julius grabs. Okay. I don't know. I'll call him Wizard King Julius. Was grabbed, and the Wizard King says, "I'm all right. I might not look like it, but I'm pretty strong." And Julius, ReZero Julius says, "We have lost over 30 men due to one of those archbishops. The archbishop. I don't know why I can't say it. Okay, yeah. So the Wizard King doesn't know what an archbishop is. He says, "What is that?" They hold the deadly sins, and we're fighting sloth. And the Wizard King says, "Do you need my help?" And Julie says, "Like I said, 30 people have died, so I need you to go." And then Ricardo comes out of nowhere. Okay, Ricardo is Dogman. If you don't know, that's his name. Says, "Do you want me to bring him back?" And the Wizard King says, "No, seriously, where am I?" And then Ricardo says, "You're in Lagunica. You're in the southern side of it, and we're trying to defeat someone, the Archbishop." And then Reinhardt comes to see who's the new person. And then Reinhardt then says, "Do you know the name Gordon and Noel by any chance?" And the Wizard King says, "Yes, they're magic knights from my kingdom." And he says, "How do you know them? If we're in this Lagunica place, it's not in our Clover books." Reinhardt says, "You're from another dimension." I think I got the gist of it already. And Julius, okay, ReZero Julius says, "What are you talking about? I don't even. We should be focusing on the sloth." And Reinhardt says, "I already know how to defeat sloth. Just hear me out. I have a plan." So Reinhardt says, "I'm sorry about this, Julius, but I'm pretty sure since you're this Wizard King, you're pretty powerful, right? You're powerful in your kingdom, right?" And Julius says, "Yes, I used to be, but I'm now a child now." And Reinhardt says, "Okay, so do you have any mana in you when you were this young?" And he says, "I have a couple spells. What do you need?" And he said, "Okay, can you make like the type of magic can you use?" He says, he can make a type of bubble magic, you could say. And he says, "Okay, I need you to use those." And yeah, that's the plan, to capture Petelgeuse in a bubble. And as Julius, okay, Black Clover Julius says, "There he is." He shoots his bubble, like, okay, his time stops are a little bit weaker, because he's a child, you could say. So he uses them on Petelgeuse, and Petelgeuse says, "You guys have been annoying me. You took my Satella away from me. I won't allow this." And yeah, I don't, I can't be crazy like Petelgeuse. He starts laughing like that, and he's chewing off all like his fingernails and stuff, so he can get the unseen hands. But Julius can see them because he has the witch's mask. Like, you could say it's small, it's very small, but the he can see a little bit of the hand, like the length of it. He can see it, not the fingers and stuff, because he's not like Subaru and okay, Subaru and Asta probably could see the hands, but like Noel and Gordon, Yami, the Wizard King can like see probably partial of the hand. Okay, they can see more than the original ReZero characters, you could say. Now, Reinhardt says you can see these hands. It looks like you called them hands, right? And Reinhardt says, "Okay, just keep using them." And Reinhardt charges up, okay, the same technique that was supposed to kill Elsa. So it's the same technique, and Reinhardt's not gonna allow Betelgeuse to live. He hits him. He hits him right on the temple of the head, and splits him right in half with it. And Julius says, "Man, you're powerful. Bet you can become a Wizard King in my world," you could say. And Julius then says, "He's not dead. I can still see his hands." And Reinhardt then charges up another attack, but it's a lot. It has less time. It's less time to charge it, so he shoots another one, which is weaker, just so he can finish off Betelgeuse. But it was already too late. Betelgeuse went to Julius. As Julius gets taken over, he feels that he feels something is off in his body. But then Julius says, "Luckily, I always have my protection on." And Julius then pushes Betelgeuse out of his body using his mana. That took so much to push him out, and yeah, that's what Julius. Okay, not ReZero Julius. I'm talking about Black Clover Julius. He had to use his remaining mana to push him out, and he passes out because he he just became a kid again, so he doesn't know how to control his power yet. His power like that. And then Reinhardt says, "Okay, it's time for me to finish it." and Reinhardt, finish Petelgeuse off. And that's the end of Petelgeuse for now, unless he comes back in the manga, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't. Or maybe he does, who knows. Now, Ricardo says, he grabs, kid, Julius and says, "This kid's amazing. All hail Julius. Not our Julius, this kid Julius." Yeah, Ricardo's like super happy. He says, "Geez Louise, I'm gonna have to get paid overtime for this." So, Anastasia's, Royal Knights, you could say, with her, other people, her mercenaries, you could say, came with, Reinhardt and stuff. So they weren't outmatched. Okay, that was a weird burp. I'm sorry. I just drank water and ate something. Yeah, it's a weird edit. Okay, like I was saying, yeah. So Julius is now passed out, and Reinhardt says, "I'll be taking Julius. I need him to go to his Black Bull people or something, so we can get more of an explanation of how they got here." And Julius says, "Okay, here you go." And Reinhardt then takes, Julius. Okay, so the royal candidate, selection is gonna happen in a couple of days. So since since Petelgeuse, was, kept getting stopped by, the Black Bulls, you could say he moved a little bit later than he would have in the original series because no one was stopping him. So yeah, Petelgeuse is dead, and the witch cultists have all been defeated. It only took, 30 people dying. Oh, that's sad. Okay, Reinhardt just takes him back. Just takes him back. Okay, now we're at the candidate selection. So Subaru, was ordered by Amelia to stay, at the home, but Subaru didn't listen. So, he didn't want to tell Asta because he wanted Asta to rest, but Asta still followed him. And Subaru sees that Asta's here, and he's, right by, Amelia, and he says, "How did he get?" And then, Asta says, "I know you'll be coming here." And, yep. So this, Subaru has just saved, you could say, Priscilla. You could say it's after that event, even though she didn't really need saving, you could say. And as, Asta, he starts eating something, he says, "I'm so hungry. Always following you, Subaru, has been tiring." And as, Asta says that, he sees, Julius. Not, ReZero Julius. He sees Kid Julius from Black Clover, and he's standing by Reinhardt and Felt, and they says, "Oh, so this is the fifth candidate." Yeah, so the fifth candidate has shown, her face. You could say, well, if you watched the anime, you would know it was Felt, and then Reinhardt says, "Subaru and Asta, you should go and talk to, Julius." And Subaru says, "I would like to, stay in here with Amelia." And Asta says, "Well, we're not supposed to be in here. We're not knights. I'm a knight, but, I'm not Amelia's knight yet." So, Asta then pulls Subaru out of the room, and Asta says, "I think you would act a fool in this situation, because, just look at the crowd. I know something since we've been, I experienced something like this before. But it was not it's not going to be to the extent what Amelia asked to see." So, Asta, says, "I don't want to get mad, so I don't want to hurt her chances of becoming, the Wizard King of this world. So I also need to talk to my king anyway, so I need you to come with me, so you can explain your side too." So that's how we stop Subaru and Amelia getting out of, like, they would kind of get mad at each other, you could say. So then Subaru and okay, Asta was walking out of the room, and he bumps into Felix. He says, "My bad, miss." And Reinhardt then yells, "That's not a miss." And Asta just runs away because he did. And Subaru's also shocked that um, Felix is a dude. Okay, they met a couple of days ago. So like I said, it's been a time skip. I went straight to the candidate selection because nothing really happened. Oh, okay, stuff does happen. We meet Wilhelm and Felix, but I can just it still lines up with the anime if you watch the anime. I'm pretty sure if you guys watched it. So yeah, Wilhelm and Felt. Oh, I don't know why I said Felt. I mean and Felix. No Asta and the Black Bulls. The three members of the Black Bull. Wait, no, there's Asta, Yami, Noel, and Gordon. I guess it's a and also what I don't want to get all the way into it. So they both know who Asta is. So and then yeah, Asta then like he's just being formal. Yeah, ever since he went to Lagunica, he's starting to become polite, a little bit polite, you could say. That's why he tried. He was gonna get mad, like I was saying earlier. He was gonna get mad if he stayed in the room. So that's why he left with Julius, and he also brought Subaru because he knew Subaru would do kind of something stupid. And yeah, so I just went on a tangent for no reason. Okay, like I was saying, so Julius then okay I don't know why I keep umming so much. Okay, so yeah, so this Black Clover Julius then says, Asta, you're the one of the new members of the Black Bulls. I remember. Yami talked about you before he passed away. And Subaru says, oh, I knew I should have just stayed in there. And Asta says, no, I want you here. Yeah, Yami allowed me to become a part of his team, and I'm very humbled to meet you, sir. And Julie says, "You don't sound like you used to, Asta." How Yami described. Well, he only knew you for a couple of days, or maybe a week or so. So no, and Asta then says, "Yes, this land has changed me for the better, I guess. Not, but in a very sad way, though. Everyone's dead, if I'm correct, right? Everyone, right?" And the Julius says, "Yes. I don't know. Yami was the last one to be hit by that witch woman, Satella." And Asta then says, "I think Satella saved a couple of us. I don't know why. She attacked us, but she saved us. I know she saved me," Asta says. He says it quietly because he doesn't want anyone to hear him. So Julius says, "So Satella has brought us here for what reason?" And um, Asta then has an idea. He says, "Maybe it's to protect Amelia or something, because I saw Subaru and he wanted to protect Amelia in some way. So maybe it's Amelia. Maybe if we make her the king or something, we can go back to the Clover Kingdom or something, or maybe go into Subaru's dimension. I'm pretty sure you already know the gist of it. Reinhardt must have told you." And Julia says, "Yes, I know. But like okay, so they've been talking for over for a minute now, and the candidate selection has finally finished while they were talking. And Roswell walks out and says, "You said this Yami, right? I met a Yami in Sanctuary." And Asta says, "Sanctuary? What is the Sanctuary?" And Subaru's like, "Yeah, what is the Sanctuary?" And Julius says, Yami. So what did you get his last name? What does he look like? And Roswell says, that's why I went to go to the business meeting I had to go to a couple of days ago before the candidate selection. He says Yami. He describes Yami pretty easily, and Yami's been taking the trials, and he has only made it to the second one because yeah. So he's at the second one, but he can't get past the second one because of stuff that happened. We'll get to that probably in another couple of parts. You'll see Yami. So Subaru says, "Isn't that your captain, right, Asta?" And Asta says, "That's great. Then we can get more information how we got here." And didn't he get swallowed up by the witch's mask last? So he must know something because Gordon and Noel got swallowed up right away, so they didn't have time to know anything how to defeat the witch or something. So so Julius says, "Okay, Asta, after this candidate selection, you should go and see the Yami and see if he's all right. If these trials are messing him up, I don't know what could be troubling him. Please, can you do it for me?" Yeah, the Wizard King bows his head for Asta, and Asta's like, "You don't have to do that. Of course I'm gonna save Captain Yami." And Subaru's gonna join along with. And Subaru then says, "So what are these trials doing?" And Roswell then explains, "First, you have to face your past. Then, face the unbelievable reality. Third, the future." And Asta's like, "Maybe I should do the trials. It doesn't seem that bad." And Roswell then changed his demeanor and says, "They're very, like I said, your captain couldn't even do the second trial. So I'm pretty sure you probably couldn't. Even you, Subaru, you probably wouldn't be able to do it either." And Julius says, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure Yami is very strong and well-wielded. If he can't pass them, I just want you to go and check on him." And Subaru and Asta promised to go and check for Yami. Okay, I had to. My dogs are still barking for no reason. Okay, just ignore them if you can hear them. Okay, like I was saying, so Noel and Rem kind of tagged along, you could say. Okay, Rem was kind of there at the original story, you could say. So, but Noel also tags along too. So, Asta then explains that the Wizard King and stuff, that Yami's alive, and yeah. Okay, my dog's made me lose my train of thought. Okay. Yeah, so Noel then says, "Okay, so when are we going back to that mansion?" So we're just, and Asta then says, "Well, after I'm done training Subaru with Wilhelm, one more day and then we'll be heading back." And that one day went by in a flash. And Subaru then says, "Ooh, can I have this one?" And it's Pet Press. And yeah, so Karusha allowed him to take it because he didn't do anything rude or anything, you could say. And Wilhelm then says, "Have a safe journey." And like Felix was just being weird. He was just saying some meow stuff. I don't want to talk about Felix. Oh my, oh my goodness, that trap. Oh. Okay, I like Felix, but he. You know what? I'm just gonna stop talking about Felix. Okay. Yeah. So Otto is the one driving them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I made. Okay, I probably should have told you this. Otto was the one that. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure. I don't know why I keep saying pretty sure. Okay, that Otto drove. Rode Noel and Gordon to the mansion. I know it was someone, but I don't know if it was Otto or not. So I'm just gonna go with that. Okay, so Otto then says, Mrs. Noel, I'm here to take you back to the mansion. And Otto says, I'll be not working with you because Roswell has paid for my services. And Subaru then says, nice to meet you, Otto. Subaru Natsuki. And Asta says, Asta, now I'm gonna go take a nap. Yes. So Asta is in a weird mood. And Otto's like, oh, he must not be friendly. And Subaru says, I don't know what's wrong with him. He's usually not like this. He's more friendlier than me. And Otto says, well, we all have bad days. So Rem has already entered the cart when Asta was entering. So she says, I'm Rem. And they head off to the mansion. Okay, so Asta has finally gotten his mood back because he's just been thinking about what to say to Yami when he gets to the sanctuary, and um and Rem was just been looking at Asta the whole time. Nothing's weird going on with that. I'm not making a weird fanfic with that. That would be a good. I'm thinking to myself. Okay, it's like 8 o'clock. Okay, I've been editing this for like an hour or so. I guess it's been an hour. I don't know. I can't remember. Okay, so Asta then Asta is now in a dream state, and he sees anti magic bro. I don't have a picture of it because my computer is running out of space for this YouTube section, so I can't switch the photo. Yeah, my bad. Okay, so he sees anti magic bro or Lebe. He sees him, and it's the one in the anime where he is like super big and Asta's like super small. And Lebes says, "This Satella has made us immortal, and you're not using it to its potential. I don't even know who she is, but I bet she's more powerful than that Reinhardt person we met. Why don't we use her power more?" And Asta doesn't know who the anti magic demon is, so he's like, "Who are you?" He says, "I'm the one that gave you that power, the power boost, so we can save that Gordon dude. Now, rely on me more." And Asta then wakes up and he says, "Lebe." And Rem says, "Who's Lebe?" And Asta's been then says, "Okay, I just been hiding this for way too long." And Otto says, "Then lay it out for us. It seems like you're in the talking mood now." And Noel says, "Shut up and drive the cart, Otto." And everyone laughs at him. It's season 1, so we have to laugh at Best Boy Otto. Okay, it's we have to do it. Okay, so Otto then says, "Oh, why are you so mean?" Now, Subaru says, "So, Labette, so is it the..." And Asta then says, "It's the demon that's inside of me. It said something about to tell him." And Rem's like, "What about her?" He says that it brought us here. That's what Labette said. Yeah, so I know you guys been wondering why Asta hasn't told anyone about it, because he just didn't know about the anti magic demon, or Leve, you could say. So he's gonna tell Ram pretty soon. Not in this part, but he did tell Rem. So Asta then stands up and goes to the back of the cart, and he says, "We." I don't even know if we can ever go back to the Clover Kingdom, or you can never go back to Japan, Subaru. And Subaru says, "I do miss my mother and father, but I'm pretty sure I can manage to live here." And Asta's like, "Yeah, you're right. It's no point of me going back either. Everyone's dead." And Noel says, "Yeah, it's no point." So this is our new home. And Asta then says, yeah, Asta then screams. And Noelle's like, why are you screaming? And then Otto says, Otto looks back there and he sees the white whale. He sees one of the eyes. And as Asta sees the white whale, he tries to pull out his sword, and Noelle sees it too. Now she sees it and screams, and she tries to use her mana, but the white whale bit half of the cart off, and Rem and Subaru are still on. And as Subaru is trying to hang on for dear life, Rem pushes him back onto the cart, and she falls off. And Subaru then screams Asta, Noelle, and Rem's name as they all three of them fall off. He says, "What is that thing?" And Otto says, "It's the white whale. It's one of the gluttony mob beasts, made by the witch of gluttony. Yeah, Daphne, right? Yeah, Daphne, right? Oh yeah, Daphne. Yeah, so it's the white whale. Yeah, so it killed Asta. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it just killed off Asta. Okay, so it killed Asta, Noelle, and Rem. Yeah, they did. Okay. So Otto then says, I don't know if we can escape this, but I'll try my best. And so Subaru was like, Asta, Noelle, and Rem. And Subaru was like, what happened to them? And Otto says, when you're eaten by the fog, you die. That's what I heard about it. And Subaru then grabs onto Otto's shirt and he says, "What the heck do you mean they die? What do you mean?" And this is Subaru's first time. Not okay. It's not his first time. His first two deaths, if I'm correct, he was just by himself, so he didn't have anyone. But ever since he got Asta, he's been the one that's been dying first. So he doesn't know. He just haven't experienced this before. So Subaru then says, "What about Asta? What happened to him?" And he also says Noelle and Rem again. He says, and as Otto says that, he says, "I don't know who this Asta, Noelle, and Rem is. I don't even know what you're talking about. You just told me to bring you to the Laguna mansion. I didn't know I was going to run into the white whale. You should stop acting crazy." And Subaru then punches Otto and says, "Stop that! You stop acting crazy. Why are you forgetting them all of a sudden? What is going on with you?" And Otto was starting to lose it too, because he was starting to get scared that the white whale is gonna catch up to them. He says, "Stop touching me and do something about it. Throw something." And as Otto says that, the white whale attacks again and bites off another piece, the rest of the wagon parts, and it's now just the two front wheels apart of it now. And Subaru was like, "Oh my goodness, what is this white whale? How do we kill it?" And Otto says, "I don't know." And yeah, so Subaru's like, "I need to do something." And Otto says, "You probably should sit down. We have no weapons now. You can't throw anything at it." And as Otto says that, one of the two wheels and one of the dragons, you could say, like, the bird things that like Petrus, the bird, it gets eaten. Okay, Petrus just gets eaten by the white whale. It grabbed her, you could say. It grabbed her, and now it's just one of the there's one left. And Subaru says, we're going to die. Why?" And Otto's like, I don't think we can get out of this. And Otto then sees that the last one is going to be eaten, so he tries to speak to the white whale, and he says, "Please, white whale, don't kill us." But it was all in vain, because it just makes him go crazy, and he says, "No, well, what's the point? What's the point?" And he jumped, and then Otto gets up and he jumps off of the carriage. Yeah, so the white whale made Otto go crazy because of his magic power, you could say. I'll go into that more in the other parts. Yeah, so he jumps off the carriage, and since the white whale has eaten the other the other Petra species. I forgot what type of species it is. I know it's like a bird dragon thing. So it ate that one, and Subaru goes flying off the carriage. And that's where I'll be leaving off for this video. I know this video was like 30 minutes long. My bad. But I'll be making the next part for this probably Saturday, and then Diablo series next probably Friday. And I'll also be making Asta with a Pillman. I know I'll be doing two upload dates. So I want you guys to stay healthy. Peace out.